Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where I cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything that is releasing in week 1 of Palace's Summer 2024 collection. Now, some of you are probably like, Daniel, that released weeks ago, mate. Week 1's released, week 2's released, week 3 is releasing this week. You haven't even covered week 13 of Supreme's drop as well, and the collaboration with Melvin's for week 13. And I know, guys, I'm sorry I'm really far behind on that. I had some unfortunate circumstances come up in the past 2 weeks. Well, I say unfortunate, but I feel like it has to take priority over doing YouTube videos realistically. So I'll kind of explain myself to that. So about 6 months ago, I went to my general practitioner just to do some regular health checks. I had a suspicious looking mole looked at on my arm, which they have cut off now, which you can see just up here, and that's perfectly healed. That's perfectly fine as well. But while I was there at my general practitioner, well, I loaded up my notes app on my phone and went through all the things that I thought were kind of concerns health-wise, because, you know, while you're here, you might as well talk about it. So I talked to my general practitioner about some things, and they were concerned with a couple things, and they wanted some further tests done, which they weren't able to do at my general practitioner. They had to get the hospital to do it. But the public health system in Australia, as fantastic as it is under huge demand that unfortunately has a waiting list. But I'm very grateful for how the system currently is. I'm hoping it improves in the future, and I'll take a waiting list over being put into horrible financial debt just to see a doctor. You know, there's a trade-off. So yeah, I got put on a waiting list back in October of 23, and now in May of 24, I finally got to see a doctor for all the tests that I wanted to do, and it was just horrible timing on when they finally were able to get me in. What happened was on May the 2nd, a day before week 1 dropped, which is also my brother's birthday, I got a call saying, "Hey, it's been over 200 days since you asked to have these procedures done and these tests done. Do you want them done?" And I was like, yeah. When can I get them done? And they're like, oh, a week from now, so May 9th, my birthday. Look, in that reality, if I said no, if I didn't get these tests done on my birthday, it was going to be another 6 months probably before they could book me in. So I was like, yep, let's go with it. Let's do it. So yeah, over the week between my brother's birthday on May the 2nd to May 9th, my birthday, I was taking a bunch of drugs as prescribed by the hospital. I had my procedures done later that week, and then now this week, I'm back to my regular self. I'm back to normal. So I've had that time off, not doing content on YouTube, not being super public, for that exact reason, because I was getting all those tests done and stuff like that. They all were pretty happy with it at the hospital though. They've taken some tissue here and there to get further tests done, and I'll have another catch up with my general practitioner for final results and stuff like that. But they were pretty happy with how everything went, so I'm pretty happy myself. It's just, as I said, I feel like that's a pretty justifiable reason not to have the latest uploads and the latest releases covered, but you can let me know in the comment section below if that's a feasible thing or not. But I thought I'd still catch up because I still want like all the videos periodically coming out, talking about all the releases. So I want to kick it off by covering week 1 of the Summer 24 collection. So I thought I'd just give you guys some context on why these videos are all so delayed. And now I'm hopefully going to get back on track. I'm going to see how many I can smash out and hopefully get back to it. So let's kick it off, guys. Let's start by covering the first week of Palace's Summer 24 collection. We'll cover the release details, all the individual pieces, and my thoughts on the pieces and the week as a whole. How we're going to do that is by using a Palace community page, we'll head on over to that page now and we'll start covering the release details for week 1. And here is the Palace community page that we're going to be using today, guys. It'll be linked down in that description section below if you want to check it out yourselves. We'll cover these release details for week 1 and then we'll dive into the biggest week in this summer 24 season. But we knew that was coming because week 1 is always the biggest week out of all the weeks in a Palace season. So let's get into it. So on Friday, May 3rd, we got week 1. It released 11 a.m. GMT time in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the US, and then it would have been 11 a.m. Japanese Standard Time on the 4th of May, May the 4th. It would have been an 11 a.m. Chinese Standard Time for China via the WeChat store, and a release in Shanghai, I think. No, Korea. Korea got a release on May the 4th, but I think there's potential scope for Shanghai to get a Palace store in the future. But no, sorry, I must have been thinking of Supreme at the moment because they have a Shanghai store. Korea would have gotten the release on the Saturday as well. So basically, the whole Asian region getting it on the Saturday, the UK and the US getting it on the Friday. Now, if you have any further questions on when and where it dropped, put them in the comment section below and I'll try and help you out the best that I can. Now that we have covered all of the release details to do with week 1, we've got to get into the pieces. And as you can see, we've got a lot of individual categories for this week. We'll dive into week 1 and we'll have a look at the shirting releasing for that week. Now, to start off week 1, I think we've got 2 really fun shirts here. We have the High Wave shirt, which it is very vibrant, very intense with its design, but I think if you rocked this well, you can have a really fun outfit that doesn't bleed into the I look like I'm a old 40-year-old plus man on a holiday in South Asia or in Hawaii. I think there's ways that you can rock this where it doesn't go that way, but it's all going to depend on the rest of the outfit. It is 2 very intense colors, either a red or a blue. For me, I think my preference would be the red, but the blue is quite nice as well. I don't think it's a horrible piece. It is $158 US. I really hope that that's not cotton at that price. If that is cotton at $158, not worth it. If it's something like silk or viscose, then I'm going to be more interested. It's also going to be a lot softer and a lot more breathable for summer, which is this season. Moving on, we have the waffle shirt coming in a black or a white. That is a buttoned up shirt with 3 pockets, very utilitarian, and a waffle texture applied to it. I think this is a really nice overshirt that you could wear over tank tops or shirts or just normal t-shirts. It's a fun way to have very simple colored overshirts with some texture to it. So if you're not a fan of wearing really bright colors, really crazy designs, this is a nice little way to add a little bit of spice to your outfit with a little bit of texture here. I think they're really nice pieces. Definitely a thumbs up on all of the shirts that released this week. Up next, we have the Cordura bags. These came in various different styles in week 1. We have the little tri-shot bag, which looks to be a very small like cross-body bag. We have the tri-shoulder bag, so more of a tote bag style. Comes in the 2 colors of either forest camo or black. We've got the bum bag, basically. We've got the wallet. We've got the backpack. And that's all the styles that released this week. How do I feel about them? They're simple, easy to wear. I think the black color is probably more of my preference, but each to their own. I don't think I'll need any of them this week, so I'll leave them as a downvote, but I just can't be bothered clicking on all the little icons to show you. Actually, I might as well just do it. Let's just do it. I'm just going to click downvote on all of them. I don't need any of these pieces. I've got a wallet. I don't wear a lot of backpacks. They're okay, but realistically, I don't need a lot of like on-body storage these days. I just don't carry a lot. So I think I'll leave it at that, but maybe some of you guys were more keen on the bags that released this week. Now for the t-shirts releasing in week 1, we have quite a few different options here. We have the spiked long sleeve, which comes in a couple of different colors, a green, it comes in a navy, a gray, and a black. I'm assuming, oh, okay, no white. No white, there we go. The black, I think that's definitely my favorite out of all the colors that they offered for that shirt. We have the postal t-shirt. I can't actually see the graphic on the pocket of the t-shirt, but I'm assuming it's making a reference to some kind of postal agency. It looks okay. The little logo looks fine on the pocket. I think the colors that interest me the most is just black and white, because I'm a very black and white t-shirt kind of guy. So I'll give that one some love. It looks like next we have the, is it Chiz face t-shirt? Looks like it's replacing a lot of the faces on the Washington Mountain Range, I think. Can't remember the actual name of the icon in the US, but yeah, it's changing the faces of those, I assume, to skaters that skate for Palace. It's a bit hard to actually see the image. That came in a couple color options as well. We've then got the Grower t-shirt with a peace sign with flowers growing out of it. I actually really enjoyed that. That's a really nice little design there. I think it looks nice in the white, and it comes in a navy, yellow. Don't think I'd want it in the yellow, but that's probably more of a very traditional, like hippie color style for that kind of t-shirt. But yeah, I think I'd probably just want it in the white if I was to pick it up. We have the P3 outline t-shirt. We've seen that a couple times on hoodies and sweatshirts and various other pieces. Nothing too crazy about that. But that is all the t-shirts that released in week 1. I think I'd say the best t-shirt to release in week 1 is the spiked long sleeve, with maybe the Grower t-shirt coming next, or the postal t-shirt coming next. But each to their own on that preference there. I'd love to hear how you guys feel about the shirts that released in week 1. The jackets releasing in week 1, one of my favorite sections of a Palace weekly drop. We have the P workwear jacket coming in a black, a stonewash denim, and I think that's the only 2 colors it came in, but very solid colors. I love the use of the different coloring for the collars. I think it looks really nice on the stonewash. For the black, just a darker black for the collar, but still really nice. I think this is a really nice piece releasing this week. So we then have the lighter shell jacket coming in a couple different colors. We've got it coming in a green, a black, and a check colored as well, which I'm assuming there's going to be matching pants for the lighter shell jackets this week as well. Not a silhouette that I would normally go for, but I actually don't mind the design. I think it's not too bad. We have the poly knit track jacket coming in a couple colors. I hope it has a matching bottom half, because that would look really nice as a full track suit. I like the colors on them. I do like the white and red and the blue on navy. Yeah, I have no issues with the track jacket releasing this week. Then we have the faster jacket coming in a black and red, navy and white, and a gray. It's a lovely jacket. It's meant to replicate a racing jacket. I like that it's called the faster jacket. It has a lot of Asian symbols all over it to make it feel like a Asian racing jacket. Yeah, the design, the cut, the color choice, it's all really nice. It is very expensive though, at $370 US, which is, whew, wow. Yeah, I feel like you could probably replicate the same look buying a vintage one off of eBay for like a third of the price or less. But if you want the Palace one, fair enough. I really like it in all 3 of the colors though. And last but not least, we have the Gore-Tex P-Light jacket coming in a green, midnight blue, and a black. And yeah, that's a really nice jacket as well. I like the rubberized zip detailing and stuff like that. It looks nice, but not a piece that I would wear because I don't have any Gore-Tex pieces. It's not that I don't like the Gore-Tex material, it's more that like a lot of silhouettes that Gore-Tex is used on aren't really silhouettes that I would wear or incorporate very easily into my wardrobe. But it's a nice piece, just not for me. Moving into the trousers, we have the P-Carp jeans coming in a black stonewash, and that's the only colors it's coming in by the looks of it. Features some extra panels along the knees and where the pockets are. I mean, the overall design looks okay. It looks like it's got some button detailing on the pockets. I'm assuming that's to hold the pockets down. So yeah, lots of space for you to chuck everything in it. It's almost $200 US. That's where I look at it, where I'm like, that price is getting so close to some really nice, like Japanese denim, selvage denim, raw denim. Like, you know, some really nice heritage brands would be releasing very close to that price point, and I'd be like, do I want to get the Palace jeans, or do I want to spend like just under $100 more for some really good heritage jeans? That's what I'll be kind of looking at, but that's just my thoughts there. Next we have the P90 baggy jeans coming in a indigo wash, a black stone wash, a stone wash, and that is it. The silhouette looks really nice. I actually think I'd prefer this model over this model, and it even comes at a cheaper price point, so stay winning, I guess. Yeah, give it to me in the indigo or the black. Yeah, I'm a fan. Sounds really good. Then, last but not least, we have the Rip Stop cargo trousers coming in a green and a black. Yeah, I think these are perfectly fine. I don't have any cargo trousers or pants in my wardrobe at the moment. They wouldn't really fit too well in my overall style. And I'm more of a jeans guy. Jeans or suit pants, I'm definitely on for that type of stuff. But yeah, there's some nice trousers releasing for week 1. The accessories, we've got some fun accessories releasing this week. We've got a drink bottle, a postal pin, a towel, sticker pack, another pin, looks like a hairbrush, a key ring, which I think is really cool, ceramic dog bowl, pot plant, fridge magnets. That's actually a lot of fun. I wouldn't mind the fridge magnets. A tumbler set of 4. We've got some incense. We've got a tapestry blanket. We've got another drink bottle, a Zippo lighter, and a Lucky Cat money bank. I think those top 2 accessories would be the ones that I'd be most interested in, but also the alphabet fridge magnets is very playful and a lot of fun as well. Then we have the skate decks releasing this week with a lot of motifs that are used throughout the season. I don't know if you guys are into collecting skate decks. I think I'm gonna collect Supreme ones, but I'd want them to have like artist collaborations on them. I wouldn't necessarily just want to buy a Supreme or Palace skateboard for the sake of it. And I kind of feel that way with Palace's skateboards. I feel like they're kind of just there and exist because they are a skating brand, and they never do like really meaningful collaborations and have like skate gear and skateboards releasing in them. So I guess that's just a comment that I want to make about Palace, and I would really like in the future to see them do more collaborative skateboards and stuff like that. I think it would just, it would speak true to the brand and also be really interesting. To the hats this week, we have quite a few different models releasing. We have the Pertex 3L Armor Boonie coming in a black, a grey, and a leaf print as well. Not too crazy on that. We have the Font Shell Neck Saver with Palace along the extra panel to save you from being sunburnt on the back of your neck. I always thought these hats look really goofy, and I think I'm still going to stand by that. We then have the P6 panel coming in some very washed out camo colors, some other colors as well. I think I'd be more interested in like the black color and stuff like that. Then we have the postal cap. That's really fun, but why is the brim camo. Does it have to be camo? Couldn't it have just been a solid color? I would have been really keen on that if that was just like an all black cap or a black cap with a cool colored bill. They really switched me off it by choosing the camo. We then have the Run It bandana coming in a couple colors. Not really for me. And then we have the Faster 6-panel, the racing hat to match the racing jacket. I think that would look fine by itself, but with the matching jacket, it could look really cool as well. I think it could work either way. It all just depends on how you style it, I suppose. But yeah, a lot of the hats this week, I wasn't really feeling them. I think I would just stick to the simple P 6-panel, to be honest. Moving into the bottoms, we have the lighter shell cargo pants. That is to match the jacket that we saw before. We have the poly knit track joggers that are to match the jacket that we saw before. We have the baggy shell joggers coming in a variety of different colors. I assume to match a sweatshirt or hoodie that's coming up next. Out of all the pants here though, I think I was more interested in the trousers than the bottoms this week, to be honest. Now we have the sweatshirts. We have the pigment wash Tri-Berg hoodie coming in a variety of different colors. It's okay, nothing too crazy. We have the washout funnel coming in a navy, gray, and green. Yeah, I actually like the design on this one. I think this could look really nice with some like cargos, some like, I guess, hiking boots and stuff like that, and then maybe like a body bag. I feel like that could be a really nice outfit. Just my thoughts when looking at this piece. We then have the P funnel coming in a variety of different colors. I'm more interested in the wash out funnel just because it's got those really big pockets on the front. I really like the shapes in them, whilst this one is just not as interesting. We have the Isn't It hoodie coming in a variety of different colors. I like the design on it. I just wish the color options were a little bit more interesting. I think the navy is the best color that they've done out of all of them. Then we have the Universe crewneck sweater coming in a gray, black, or blue. I think the blue is the nicest. I really like the blue with the matching white. Very nice color combination there. But all in all the sweatshirts this week, there was nothing that really gripped me from week one. Got really excited when I saw the knitwear was up next, and then I clicked on knitwear, and this is what we get. And I'm like, oh man, not this. Yeah, we have the Space Knit coming in, the multi or the green. And I honestly think both of them look absolutely horrific and horrendous. The shorts, what are we getting in the shorts? Well, we are getting the Belter shorts. Pair of very utilitarian looking shorts with a belt on it. Nothing too crazy there. We have the shell shorts coming in a couple colors. The canvas carp shorts coming in a couple colors. And that's really it. Yeah, none of these shorts are really for me. I'm not really a shorts guy. Even in the summer, you'll probably still see me wearing pants. It was actually an ongoing joke one time because I rocked up to a party when it was like 32 degrees Celsius. I knew it was inside where there was air conditioning, and I still wore pants. And everyone actually made the running joke, was like, do you even have shorts? Do you even have legs? And I was like, well, pants are just better, man. I just love my pants. Pants are just the GOAT. So yeah, that's just how I feel. We have a collaboration with Vans releasing in week one. We have a couple pairs of Authentics releasing in 3 colors. I think there is Palace branding on the heel. I think you can just see it like bleeding into the side here as well. That's really about it. There's nothing that they really drastically changed on the shoe besides that from my knowledge. I do like the use of like cream laces and midsoles though. I think that's always a nice touch. I think Converse very iconically did that a couple years ago to make it feel like it was such a fresh new take, when realistically they just like slightly changed the colors of that, and then everyone was like, wow, looks vintage. Look, the black and white ones are okay, but I've never been like a huge fan of like the Vans Authentics. If I wanted this style, I'd just buy some Converse lows. Last but not least, we have the custom tops. We have the cricket jersey, nothing too crazy about that in my opinion, and the duo stripe t-shirt, which again isn't really doing much for me. But yeah, that is everything that released in week 1. How do I feel about week 1? Well, in all honesty, I feel like I actually wasn't missing out on much in week 1. I think my favorite pieces in week 1 that I'm looking at here are probably going to be the like P90 baggy jeans in the indigo or black. It's probably going to be the faster jacket, and yeah, maybe the P workwear jacket. But beyond that, it's not really much. There's nothing that I'm like I desperately need or I'm gonna like be hunting for on the secondary market. I'm perfectly fine with week 1 releasing on the day after my brother's birthday and me not really caring or covering it. It just wasn't that big. Yeah, wow. I mean, I felt the same kind of way when covering the lookbook, which is kind of alarming when I'm looking at a Palace season that like the lookbook didn't hit for me, week 1 isn't hitting for me. I'm kind of hoping they can turn it around in the summer season for me, because I hope that I struggle to pick my top 5 favorite pieces this season because of how good the pieces are and not the opposite. We'll have to keep watching. Stay tuned. But yeah, that's me covering week 1, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on week 1. Is it a hit for you? Is it a miss for you? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know down in that comment section below. And that's everything I really had to cover about week 1, guys. We covered the release details. It's dropped on the 3rd of May for most of the world, and then the 4th of May for Asia. We covered all the release details, all the individual pieces, my thoughts on the pieces, and the week as a whole. Now I want to hear from you guys. Did you pick up anything from week 1? I can kind of understand if you didn't, because there wasn't anything here that really got me super excited for week 1. Maybe that's just my taste, especially these days. I mean, some of the accessories are fun. Like, I wouldn't mind the lighter or like the piggy bank. But I feel like we need more from the first week of this season than just like those kind of accessories. Just my thoughts. But yeah, let me know if you did pick up anything from week 1 down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Palace weekly releases, upcoming Palace drops, let me know. Let me know by giving me the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator you can give me is a subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,855 subscribers before the end of the month. We're literally 1 away. We're literally 1 away. So if you guys could tell a mate or tell a couple mates, hopefully we can reach the subscriber milestone before the end of May. But that is everything I have to say about week 1, guys. I want to catch up as quickly as I possibly can now that I'm out of the hospital and everything like that. I really want to catch up to date with this stuff, and I've been really behind ever since I moved into my apartment, so I do realistically just want to catch up, get ahead, and start covering other things as well. Just the trials and tribulations of, I guess, being employed and having passions, isn't it? It's always hard to find time. Anyway. Until the next Palace video, until the next drop list video, until the next streetwear talk video in general, I'll catch you later.